And here comes entry 61. It will be J.D. Burkhart in the number 25 Napa Chevrolet. And this is where it gets down to crunch time, folks. It's make it or break it time. This is the closest opportunity drivers have to make it into that final 10-lap segment to try and claim the title of 6th annual Royal Rumble winner. Zach Flickinger, the lone man, which seems to be a running trend that's taken place so far here today. Think back, round 2 heading into round 3, it was Carson Gum. Or not Carson Gum, sorry, his friend Matt Schreier, who made it as the lone survivor from round 2 into round 3. Now Zach Flickinger, the lone survivor from round 3 into round 4, as he goes wide through turn 4 there. Ooh, close there. That was going a little too wide. Left front, fortunately staying in bounds. And J.D. Burkhart will lead him over here to the start-finish line. Both of them will advance to the next round, bringing in entry number 62. And that's going to be Philip Watson in the Geico Chevrolet. Now, Philip Watson was the lastest entry into this event, filling in for Seth Colt. So everybody here from entry 61 on through to 80 going to be kind of puzzled about this guy. He's kind of a clean slate for them. They don't really know what to expect, and we'll see what Philip Watson can do here, making his Royal Rumble debut. Matter of fact, all 3 of these drivers, I believe, making their Royal Rumble debut, and almost had their Royal Rumble debut of first elimination as Philip Watson nearly got turned by Zach Flickinger. Not sure if Flickinger was purposely meaning to turn him, but it's so easy for the right front to hook onto the left rear and not be able to come disattached. And J.D. Burkhart nearly got a bird's eye view of her 2 opponents getting eliminated as they come off of turn 4 through the tri-oval. Looks like these 3 able to settle out the troubles of turn 1. They will all make it to the start-finish line. Advance to the next round, bringing in entry number 63, which will be Dougie Shears. Driving the 07 Jack Daniels Chevrolet. Dougie Shears has had his fair share of NNSCRA success. Of course, the Season 1 Snickers Cup Series champion. But he'd love to be able to also put Royal Rumble winner on his resume. The Chevy Brigade out here is all 4 of these drivers in Chevrolet SS's. Ooh, Philip Watson moving right up in front of Flickinger. Flickinger, I think he was trying a little bit of a slide job there to try and get Philip Watson in the left rear, which would have shot him up and off the racetrack, off the racing surface, eliminating the Geico Chevrolet. Whoa, Watson! Thought about going 3 wide underneath Shelton. Got 2 tires on the apron. And that was a close call. Another close call. Whoa, bouncing off each other. Dougie Shears, Philip Watson, and Zach Flickinger. Beating and banging, bobbing and weaving, but it's going to be all 4 of them still moving on to the next round. Good heavens. That's going to bring in entry number 65. That's going to bring in 64. My apologies. That's Jeffrey Finguy. And the number 92, Altel Chevrolet. So we still have Chevrolet after Chevrolet entering into this Royal Rumble. I don't know where they're coming in here, but I do know that we still have a Mercedes that's going to be in this Royal Rumble. He hasn't entered yet, and I also know that there's still another Dodge in this field. But as I look here, whoa, there goes Philip Watson! Off the nose of, I think that was Flickinger. Philip Watson, they're saying officially surviving 2 rounds. A very short debut for Philip Watson here. But he gets his first taste of Royal Rumble elimination, courtesy of the 91. And that is Zach Flickinger's. I believe that is his first elimination. No, that's his second elimination, of course, earlier on, eliminating William Flickinger. Next entry, entry number 65, Trent Dunham. In the number 1, Trent the Hedgie Chevrolet. Very familiar colors that we've seen him run, of course, winning the Snickers Cup Series Season 10 Daytona 500 in that very ride. Still 5 cars on track as the field beginning to slowly build itself up. The Only elimination so far here in this segment. Philip Watson in the 13. Oh, look out there. Finn Guy moving up there to rub doors with the 91. And the 91's off. Flickinger is off, but was Finn Guy off is the question. Taking a look here, did he completely go off track? No, the left sides were still on the racing surface, as you can see there in the lower right-hand portion of your screen. So Finn Guy eliminates Flickinger, and the remnants of the third segment is gone in the form of the Sunoco Chevrolet. So now it's going to be any driver from segment 4 that will win this thing. Segment 1 drivers out. Segment 2 drivers out. Segment 3 drivers now out with the elimination of Zach Flickinger. And that brings in James McLeod, who was in the commentator's booth with me for this event last season because he wasn't able to get a ride. Well, he's got a ride this season, and a pretty doggone good entry number as well at entry number 66. Still 5 cars on track. Zach Flickinger surviving 5 rounds officially. The elimination going to Jeffrey Finn Guy. That's his first elimination of this event. Whoa, look at McLeod trying to tuck and line up above in front of Dougie Shears. Trent Dunham out in front. Haven't talked much about J.D. Burkhart since she was racing before with Flickinger and Philip Watson. She stayed out of trouble for a good portion of this. Looking good in her attempt to try and make it into that final 10-lap segment. Almost got eliminated by Jeffrey Finn Guy, and Trent Dunham nearly got eliminated by James McLeod. In any other series, that 51 that won are teammates out of Tweenix Racing, but not here in the Royal Rumble. There are no friends. As in comes entry number 67. That'll be Bob Jones, number 29, Shell Pennzoil Chevrolet. And we continue the brigade of Chevrolets. Man, we've had Chevys ever since entry number 60. And Chevys ever since we started this segment. J.D. Burkhart looks to the inside, 3 wide. Now they're going to fan out 4 wide, almost 5 wide. This is going to be problems. Someone's going to eliminate somebody here off 2. It's going to happen. And Dougie Shears is the one. Getting door banged out of 2. Bob Jones eliminating him. Whoa, McLeod! I don't know if he moved up to try and eliminate J.D. Burkhart or if Jeffrey Finn Guy had a hand in that. I think the 92 may have bumped the 51. Oh, look out! They're going 4 wide again. Burkhart going way wide. He gets bumped off by Trent Dunham. Oh, more contact. There goes McLeod. Finn Guy's eliminated. There goes McLeod. I was going to question whether McLeod was eliminated or not. Well, that definitely filled out the answer as he gets pushed off track. And now we're left with 2 crossing the line. Jones and Dunham, I think, were the only 2 in that segment that did not get eliminated. Burkhart is gone. Shears is gone. Man. In comes Nicholas Romero at entry 68 with a very thinned out field now. McLeod eliminated as well as Jeffrey Finn Guy. We're waiting for official wording on who eliminated who in the course of all that went down there between turns 4 all the way down to turn 1. We're saying J.D. Burkhart was eliminated by herself. There was no contact between her and the 1. She just got too high off of turn 4. So Burkhart eliminates herself. Dougie Shears, however, was eliminated by Bob Jones, as was Jeffrey Finn Guy. McLeod's elimination gets credited to Trent Dunham. So 2 eliminations for Bob Jones, 1 for Trent Dunham so far. 3 drivers remaining up to this point, as we're getting close to getting halfway through this segment. Romero coming in at 68, 2 entries before the halfway of this segment. And all 3 will make their way into the next round. Romero, Jones, and Dunham bringing in entry number 69. Wait a minute. Wait, I know that name. It's Chris Jones. Chris Jones, the driver who won this event back in the 2nd annual Royal Rumble event, running the same livery he ended up putting in victory lane. It was the 26 then, the 17 now, the Crown Royal Ford. Chris Jones, former winner of the Royal Rumble, in at entry number 69. Oh, and Trent Dunham almost gets turned off the nose. Oh, and there they go. Nicholas Romero eliminates Chris Jones. Oh man, what was looking like was going to be a triumphant return turns into utter disaster off 2 as Nicholas Romero eliminates himself and the former Royal Rumble winner. Oh man, talk about popping the balloon of anticipation. Oh. Chris Jones, another former Royal Rumble winner, entering into this thing. We also had earlier Charles Jackson, 2-time winner of this event, as well as Daniel Voyles, the defending winner. In comes Nathan Hudson. Here's the Mercedes-Benz I said was going to be coming in here. Comes in at entry number 70. So now it's going to be a Mercedes-Benz and 2 Chevrolets. What a tough break there for Chris Jones. For those that don't remember, back in the 2nd annual Royal Rumble, it was the COT mod with those really crappy wings, if you will, on the back. It was the number 26 Crown Royal Ford that he drove to victory lane. Trying to remember who it was that he beat out, but I can't seem to be able to pull it in. Bob Jones has been pretty intent on trying to eliminate Trent Dunham. He tried it earlier, was not successful. Now going to actually just try and bypass Trent Dunham. As Nathan Hudson rides around there behind them, says, you guys go at it, I'll just stick around here. Well, maybe not. Looks like he's going to get in the action. A little contact there with Trent Dunham and nearly went down onto the apron. But all 3 will transfer into the next round, bringing in entry number 71, which is going to be Abe Troxel. The 5-Hour Energy number 15 Toyota Camry. I believe, looking at my notes here now, I believe that's going to be the last of the Toyota. Nope, there is another Toyota still in the field that has not entered, but only one. So, as you can see, definitely this round being dominated by Chevrolets. There are a few more Fords that still have to enter in. Chris Jones was not the last of that manufacturer. Abe Troxel will go to the inside of Trent Dunham. Troxel making his Royal Rumble debut. As a matter of fact, he's the only one out of these 4 that has not partaken in a former Royal Rumble event. Nathan Hudson, Bob Jones, Trent Dunham have all been here, and Trent Dunham nearly left it as he went off the nose of Hudson, but did not go down to that dotted white line, which is considered the out-of-bounds portion off of turn 4. Stays alive again, and these 4 will make it into the next round, bringing in entry number 72. Oh, and it's Sean Galligan, the number 44 Hartlepool Chevrolet. Sean Galligan, another seasoned veteran in NNSCRA competition, coming in at a late entry. And it'll be interesting to watch him versus Trent Dunham here. Both these drivers, former winners of the NNSCRA Mobile One Cup Series. See who's going to make any kind of slight moves here off of turn 2. Looked fairly steady. Bob Jones moving up high. Might be trying to eliminate Nathan Hudson. Nope, shifts lanes, goes to the low side. As Troxel will go to the lead. Here comes Galligan. Here comes Jones, who's going to eliminate who is there? 4 wide, coming off 4. Oh, Trent! Trent, that's awfully high! And he backs off the throttle, keeps it on the racing surface. That's what you got to do. A lot of drivers have been making the mistake of keeping their foot in the throttle when they get way up there, and they've eliminated themselves from the Royal Rumble with no help from anybody. Trent Dunham, you saw him back off. That kept him in bounds. As here comes next entry. Holy cow, are you kidding me? The hits just keep on coming. Aaron Williams in the ride. He won the very first NNSCRA Royal Rumble and comes in at entry number 73, and the sweep of former Royal Rumble winners is complete. All 5 former Royal Rumble event winners have taken part here in this 6th annual Royal Rumble event. Aaron Williams, who ended up winning the closest ever Royal Rumble event, the very first one, is in this Royal Rumble as well. And this changes everything. However, if the track record shows itself, well, there's a pace car. Yay! But if the track record shows itself, none of the former Royal Rumble winners so far have made it very far. They've been eliminated fairly early. So Aaron Williams has a task for himself, It's been a while since he's been in a race car, too. He may be a little bit of rusty there. A little bit of race rust. As they come 4 wide to the line with Jones, Hudson, Williams, and Truxell. All 6 will make their way into the next round. Here comes our last Dodge entry. Number 74, Andrew Rich. In the number 49, Schwann's Dodge. Look at these names we've got right here as we're closing in to the end of this thing. Trent Dunham, Bob Jones, Sean Galligan, Aaron Williams, Nathan Hudson. Any one of these drivers on your screen right now could be your 6th annual Royal Rumble winner. Hudson, however, may make an exit. He saved that! Holy Toledo, how did he save that? I thought for sure he was going to go out and take a couple of others with him, but somehow, someway, keeps that Mercedes-Benz inbounds. And somehow 7 cars are working here. Normally it's 6 and they wreck. Maybe I jinxed it. They may wreck before they get here to the tri-oval. Ooh, Galligan shifts lanes. Goes way down there. Oh, he got into Hudson. There they go. Oh, Galligan I think was eliminated. Hudson is off track. There's another car that's off track. I can't see who it is. There's somebody else off track there. I cannot tell who it was. Oh, it was Bob Jones in the 27. Or the 29, not the 27. I'm so used to him being in the 29. There is Hudson. Galligan, I'm pretty certain, was eliminated as well. And that brings in entry number 75, Lyndon Wright. He's the last, or no, he's not. I was going to say the last of our Fords. No, he's not the last of our Fords. But he brings Ford in here. The last Ford that came in was entry 69, Chris Jones, quickly eliminated. So now we're left with 5. Let's wait for the official scoring to find out who was eliminated by whom. Bob Jones stayed in 7 rounds. Finally eliminated by Nathan Hudson. Hudson lasted 4 rounds. He was eliminated by Galligan. Galligan also credited for eliminating himself. Survived 2 rounds, and there goes Lyndon Wright. And he was eliminated. He did go beneath the yellow line. Looked like a collab elimination, possibly between Truxell and Williams to eliminate Lyndon Wright. We'll see who they officially give that elimination to. Whoa! Trent Dunham again going off the high side there, as did Truxell. Field split up there after the elimination of Lyndon Wright, who the elimination officially goes to Aaron Williams. So 4 drivers move on to the next round. Entry number 76, Dylan Young. Dylan Young running the Blackhawk scheme. There he is. See what he can do here. I think this may be the latest entry Dylan Young has ever had in a Royal Rumble event. 4 more entries after this. Can these drivers survive the next 4 rounds? Oh boy. In order for them to do that, oh boy, Dylan Young, Andrew Rich, Aaron Williams. Careful there, guys. But in order for them to do that, there would have to be 9 drivers on track after the 80th entry comes in, and they'd have to survive for a lap. I don't think it's possible. They almost did it with 7 a moment ago, but then we saw what happened coming through the tri-oval. Oh, Dylan Young trying to eliminate Trent. He's trying. He's there. He turns him, and Trent's eliminated. Up and into the infield wall. There was another car that also went down there. I think that might have been the 15 of Truxell. I think Truxell's eliminated. Someone else shot down there beneath the dotted white line. I'm pretty sure it was the 15 of Truxell. And that brings in entry number 77, JT Bryant, in the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford Fusion. I'm looking real quickly to see here. I'm pretty certain Truxell was eliminated. And indeed he was. Abe Truxell in his debut survives 5 rounds, but he was eliminated by Dylan Young, as was Trent Dunham. So Dylan Young now with 2 eliminations, making a very early impact here in the Royal Rumble. So we're left with Young, Bryant, Rich, and Williams. 2 of these drivers making their Royal Rumble debut, the 22 and the 49. And we still have 3 more entries to get on track. Now, 3 more entries would mean 7 cars. It's possible. If these guys can keep it clean, it's possible. JT, though, very wide off that turn. Saw him back off, though, to be able to keep the car from going over that hump, over that edge, and flying out of the racetrack, eliminating himself. So these 4 gave each other lots of room. they'll advance. Next entry, entry number 78, will be Jessica Shelton in the number 94 Mega Man Chevrolet. Jessica Shelton, the last ever Snickers Cup Series champion from Season 10, would love to also be able to add Royal Rumble winner to her resume. And we've had a number of eliminations since we had that big pack of cars, but there's still some big names in this field. And every one of them want to make their way in, and there goes JT Bryant, there goes Andrew Rich. Can they save it? Do they save it? They cannot go below the yellow line. Rich is eliminated. Bryant saves himself. Bryant 360'd in the turn, punched the throttle, kept it going. He's still in. But Andrew Rich is eliminated. Elimination credited to Aaron Williams in the 78. That's his second elimination of this race. There is JT Bryant. What a survival move that was. Dylan Young, he'll advance to the next round, as will Williams, and Shelton and Bryant. Rich eliminated. Survived 4 rounds. Entry number 79, Joseph Srigley in the number 05 Pepsi Max Dunkin' Donuts Chevrolet. Coming in at the next to last entry. This is where the drivers wanted to be, was in the last 5 entries if possible. Can these drivers make it? They just gotta give each other room, bring in the last entry, who I'm pretty certain I know who it's gonna be based on the process of elimination. Make it around 1 more lap, and then they all battle each other. Oh, Srigley nearly was out. Srigley was nearly out, and I think it was Dylan Young that tried to eliminate him. He saved it, though, kept it in bounds. But these drivers all want to make it into that final 10-lap segment where anything goes. They're given room. Dylan Young, Srigley running high there. They're running high. JT Bryant moves up, and there goes Dylan Young. Dylan Young eliminated. Look at Aaron Williams trying to eliminate JT Bryant. Coming to the line. They're all going to give each other room now as they fan out, give about a car length in width to each other. And these 4 make it into the next round with the final entry in the Royal Rumble. Entry number 80, John Arndt's got to feel like the luckiest guy in the world right now. Comes in the final entry. He's got the easiest task of any driver here today. He only has to survive 1 round to make it into the final 10-lap segment. Dylan Young, so close, eliminated, and the credit of elimination goes to himself. 3 total eliminations for Dylan Young, himself included. And now these 5. Will we see any last-minute eliminations here? Door banging between JT Bryant and John Arndt. Single file amongst the top 3, Srigley, Shelton, and Williams. Can they survive? Just got to make it 2 more turns, guys, and you're into the final segment. Srigley, Shelton looking to eliminate Srigley. Here comes John Arndt, 3 wide with Aaron Williams. JT Bryant backs out, says, I'm just going to ride here to survive. They race to the line. Looks like everybody's going to make it. And there's your final 5. Srigley, Williams, Shelton, Bryant, and John Arndt will battle for the Royal Rumble win. Take a look here. Entries 1 through 20. Everyone was eliminated from Buchanan down to Elijah Gordon. It looks much the same for the next 2 pages. Entries numbers 21 through 30 or through 40, they were all eliminated. Same for entries 41 on down through 60. And then from 61 down to 80, only 5 drivers remain. The former Royal Rumble winner, Aaron Williams, JT Bryant, Joseph Srigley, John Arndt, all making their debuts, and Jessica Shelton, the defending and the last ever Snickers Cup Series champion. All 5 of these drivers want to be able to put on their resume that they won the 6th annual Royal Rumble race. Stay tuned, folks. The final segment will be coming out here very shortly, in which we'll see these 5 battle in a 10-lap segment to try and win this event. You've been watching the NNSCRA Royal Rumble. We'll see you guys for the final segment coming out here very soon on the NNSCRA Sports Channel. Offline racing at its best.